The Ravens are in 22 personnel, third down and goal. And they've got an extra tackle in the person of Tristan Colon. Into the right side here, I formation. And what they're trying to do is get the ball to the extra tackle, Colon, sneaking out, 63 here. Denver drops this guy and picks him up. You can see Lamar off the ball, looking to this side. He's got a chance right away, right now, if he hits Ricard. You can see he turns away, and they're wanting to get Cologne in the back of the end zone all alone. It just does not work out. Watch it again. This is the first of the two times the Ravens were in this play, at least that I counted. They're in 21 personnel, both time the exact same alignment. They're going to run it to the field, field side, tight end side, and they're going to arc Pat outside of this linebacker. He's going to pick up whatever the force is here. In this instance, it's a safety. Drives him all the way to the sideline. The back's going to follow him. You see this outside linebacker step down. You get a pull from the right guard. Back showing quickness here. You see Pat get on the safety, roll him outside. Good blocking by the wide receiver. Very successful. Obviously, we score. We'll watch it later in the game. I think they ran at the beginning of the third quarter. Again to the tight end side. Again to the field. Ricard again is going to arc. This time they're hip to it. This end man might be the same linebacker. He's going to step wide as he sees this pull going around and Pat arcing. Pat's still going to make good work of this safety, continues to drive him out of bounds. Perhaps Lamar should give it here, but you see the same alignment, same personnel largely, and Broncos just sniffed it out. I tell you, this run game, which has been, really struggling. Watch out for when Nick Boyle gets back. I'm really excited. Hopefully that's soon. The combination of how Pat's playing and us being able to have Nick on the field again, I think is going to really aid the run game. To this point, Latavius Murray is at least proving to be a dependable back. Gets tough yards. Here you see him bounce. They run power with Pat kicking, Zeitler wrapping and pulling through here. Watch Pat's block. Gets underneath the pads of the end. Basically a drive block. Picks him up a bit like you're pushing a broken down pickup truck. You see him drive him off the line. Not a bad little block. At least a good hold up here by Watkins. Watkins has been undersung, I think, as a blocker so far. He doesn't get much of them there, but you can see he gets enough, and the back makes a good decision, kind of bounces this outside. He's able to make this defender miss. Watch it again. It's pretty well accepted that the Ravens tend towards sending their running backs, perhaps more than anybody else. The middle of the field is open a lot. That's why I'm very hopeful, as I'm sure most Ravens fans are, that we're able to generate pressure a little bit more without having to send five. I think teams are hip to this idea that when one of the linebackers is responsible for the back out of the backfield and you've got another one at the line of scrimmage, well, if he doesn't get into his drop quickly, that there's going to be something underneath that's open. And that's just happening a lot early in the season. You saw later in the game, I'll let it run. You saw later in the game when they exchanged the deep safety down here to cover the flat, and they ended up taking away these middle of the field routes. But this was happening a lot early in the game. It's a very curious, I think, RPO that they're running here. I think it's predicated on the fact that the Ravens like to send their backers 2 by 1. They actually run this tight end out, and he gets the ball. So 4 receiver route. They pull the guard from that side. Quarterback puts the ball in the belly, but he's reading this linebacker here. Normally you would see that and find a slant with this receiver to this side. But this guy's going to run an out. This guy's going to run a vertical. He's going to clear that space out. And you've got off coverage to this side. Just a quick 5-yard in or fin route, as they call it, from the tight end. And the linebacker comes downhill. Malik, the opposite linebacker, has to come down and play with this pull and the belly fake here. He's got to get in that gap. Once that spot is vacated, he's looking for the tight end. Watch it again. This is very good work by Proche, finding a soft spot. Good look between he and the quarterback right here. Kind of settles in. You can see the linebacker kind of reach back and feel for him right there. He's going to continue drifting, finding that soft spot, and then reach down and grab that football. A little bit of pressure off of a stunt in the face of the quarterback. It may be that he wanted Marquise Brown here on a double move, and then that pressure just got to him. You see a little bit of a raising up of the football there. Definitely has room to work if he has time. In any case, real nice job by Proche, kind of just settling and then drifting, getting open.